Now, I was taught, always take my hat off at the dinner table, be respectful when addressing adults. And I was also taught that in coaching, you never want to give your opponent unnecessary motivation, something you tell the players as well, especially when that team you're about to play might be overlooking you. That's why when I heard Colorado State head football coach Jay Norvell take this shot at Deion Sanders, I was literally dumbfounded. Let's play the clip.
And I sat down with ESPN today, and I don't care if they hear it in Boulder. I told them I took my hat off and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. So
I wasn't dumbfounded that he was brought up that way, but I was dumbfounded because he actually thought it was a good idea to feed into Prime's team narrative that it's personal. If you think about it, there was really no reason to even say this, and more importantly, it actually hurts your football team. Now, Colorado right now is the hottest girl at the bar. Everyone's telling them how amazing they are and how they can win the Pac-12 against all odds. Game day's coming down there. Going to be talking about their upcoming matchups with Oregon and USC, which gives Colorado State a slight advantage of being slept on. Now, the Colorado players watch the film. They know Colorado State isn't very good. And while Prime and his coaching staff will be harping on focusing on this game, it's just human nature to look ahead to bigger opponents. But now, you've poked the bear. And those kids feel like you personally attacked their leader. And it plays right into the culture that Colorado has created. Nobody respects us as men. It's just bad business. Now look, Colorado State wasn't going to win anyway, don't get it twisted. But now you've thrown away the little advantage that you had and actually given the opposing coaching staff a bigger advantage. See, bulletin board material doesn't help you in game, but it helps with preparation and narrow focus. And in the game of football, you play like you prepare, so it will have a big effect. And I'm all for being respectful toward people when you talk to them. And it's totally fine to believe that. But just because you can say something doesn't mean that you should. I actually had some people on the timeline yesterday saying, what's wrong with telling the truth? And nothing is wrong with it. But timing is everything. Read the room, man. You're about to play a football game. You're not giving a sermon or a deposition. So Coach Norvell, I'm all about respect. But you just reserved 2 tickets to Ass Whoopin' Island, and you're going to get nothing in return. We're bringing my co-host, it's right next to 7-Footer Island.
Is it next to it?
It's right next to it.
Proximity's closed.
Former Michigan quarterback David Cohn.
I love it.
And it's Friday, so you know who's sitting to my right.
Yeah.
This is flaming vodka.
Spank that ass, Les.
Spank it.
Spank that ass. Diet Coke, 1.5. Give you a little
1.5.
today.
1.5.
Little room to, little room to maneuver today.
Little
I
league.
like that.
A little
I
league.
like that.
A lot.
I will not say your name.
Must be playing on turf.
Sorry.
I get it. If you don't know, if you're joining us, we cannot use his government name more than one time now because it's at 1.5. Put the hook on it.
Mm-hmm.
David, I want to start with you.
I love it.
Again, man, that's great. That's great that you take your hat off and you take your sunglasses off when you're addressing other adults. Now, I don't know why you wouldn't if you're talking to kids. Like you're just going to disrespect the kids. That's another thing. But again, this to me is like saying, oh, we got Texas Southern this week.
Ooh.
And during your press conference, being like, yeah, they suck.
I love it. I am here, present and accounted for. I'm here for it, okay? As a college football fan, not as a Colorado State fan. Not really excited. I'm glad I'm not a Colorado State fan for what's going to happen. I'll tell you who loves it more is Deion Sanders. Do we have the clip of Deion response to this? Yeah, play this, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm minding my own business, watching some film, trying to get ready, trying to get out here and be the best coach I could be. And I look up and I read some bull junk that Deion said about us.
Talk to us.
Once again,
talk to us.
Why would you want to talk about us when we don't talk about nobody? All we do is go out here, work our butts off, and do our job on Saturday. But when they give us ammunition, they done messed around and made it what? It was just going to be a good game.
And made this shit personal.
They done messed around and made it personal. It was going to be a great test, a battle of Colorado, but they done messed around and made it personal.
I absolutely love it,
five
man.
guys in the
It's
green
look,
shirts.
two fighters, two boxers, MMA, UFC. Before they go fight, what do? Everybody's talking. They're promoting the fight, right? So I don't mind. I mean, Deion Sanders says he talks his talk all the time, right? He's out here, he's talking. Why can't the opposing coach do that? Why can't the opposing coach promote the fight a little bit and want people to get excited? The problem is now you have to go out and walk the walk. Now you have to go out and overperform expectations. Because the narrative was Colorado State's already going to get beat to sleep. That was already. So I know what you're saying, like you could catch him in a trap game, whatever. But he's trying to go up and recruit against Deion Sanders. He's got to find some way to do that. No one who knows who Jay Norvell is trying to get his name out there. Now you have to go out and overperform, though, because if you go out and you get beat even worse than you were going to get beat, it's not just a one-game thing. Now Deion Sanders is going to use it against you on the recruiting trail for an entire year.
Yeah, well, here's my thing. In boxing, if you're promoting the fight, you're the one that's going out there to fight. Like, you're talking trash to the other guy. It's one guy and you control it. Jay Norvell's not playing in this game. He's coaching. So, like, if you wanted to make waves, why wouldn't you just come out and say, you know what? We're going to win the football game on Saturday. We feel like we're going to prepare good enough to win. Don't take a personal, like,
hey, it's only Friday.
You literally,
there's time for that.
Yeah, you literally threw a fastball up and in to a guy that is a pure pull hitter, dip and rip, launch angle guy. There were so many more ways to go about this. I think Jay Norvell thought this would be like cool, right?
He talked about this with somebody.
He told somebody. This was not a spur of the moment thing. But again, in a game where you are going in, like, as somebody that took Colorado minus 23.5, great. I hope he says it again today.
You're excited about it.
I hope he says all the worst things about Deion Sanders. But, like, why not go out and say, you know what? I think Colorado may be a little overrated or something like that. Don't feed right into
Shut up.
I've made it personal. Like, this is football, man.
You know the ones
like,
I worry about? The ones I worry about in boxing, you get in there and they're not saying anything.
I know.
Yeah.
You were just quiet.
That is
and
true.
look like they're ready to go.
Those are the
right
ones you
now.
worry
like
about, but those aren't the
Uzbekistan.
ones who sell fights necessarily.
True.
True. You know what
but
I mean?
like, if you are gonna, like, I don't know, like, at least don't be super lame in, like, what you're trying to, like, if you're recruiting, I don't know what recruits you're gonna win with. Hey, take your glasses.
Yeah.
Well, I just take me, for example. Like, I was really excited to watch Colorado play TCU. I watched every snap of that game. I was excited to watch Colorado play Nebraska. There's a big brand coming in with Deion Sanders. Wasn't that excited to watch Colorado play Colorado State. You know, I was going to check it out to see if they keep the train rolling. Now, all of a sudden, I'm thinking, like, man, what time's the game coming on? I'd like to watch it. I have no dog in the fight.
Well, yeah, I just go back to, like, if I'm Colorado State's left tackle and we're getting ready for this.
You're worried about Colorado's pass rush?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm worried about the secondary
anybody that's about to have to physically play in this game. And Jay Norvell comes out and says, you want, again, though, it's trying to maintain every advantage you possibly have. And Colorado State, I think, because all they're going to talk about on game day, they'll talk about this, right? It's going to be a big deal. You go play Oregon next week, who Dan Lanning came out and said before the season that what has Colorado ever done in this conference? Can anybody remind me? Whatever. And so they're thinking about all that. They're going to be talking about all that. And then you come out and say, and it's lame too. I'm with Blaine.
That one wasn't about Deion Sanders as much as.
There's one.
That one was more about they were the first ones to leave the conference.
But still, it's personal.
It's personal.
Like, stop
Quit giving people bullets to shoot.
Okay, but what we've said about Deion Sanders is he has this Michael Jordan mentality and that he's going to, like, manufacture the adversity no matter what. Michael Jordan was out here making up lies that people said. Like, a guy never said that to you on the court and you're still saying that he said it so you can put a chip on your shoulder and put up 63 points again. So if that's already going to happen, go out there and say something and let's sell the pay-per-view.
But again, now he scores 80. Like, because you actually did it.
We'll
There's one thing I'm saying by myself.
And that's the second half of my point. Now you can't go out and underperform because now it'll be even worse on the.
Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad now.
Worse.
Yeah, there's.
Like, I just don't know recruits are like, you know what? That damn Norvell. I'm going. Give me the hat. Hey, you put the napkins to the left side of the plate.
Some guys don't have a lot of options, all right?
Life's more fun when you're in on the action, so download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use our code CRAIN, CRAIN, because new customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on college football. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code CRANE, C-R-A-I-N. The crown is yours. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net in New York. Call 877-8-HOPE-NEW YORK or text HOPE-NEW YORK 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit cpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Camp Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dnkg.com/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Boom!
What if Colorado State goes out, keeps this game close, and Shedeur Sanders throws a game-winning touchdown with 2 minutes left, and they barely beat Colorado?
Well, imagine if they wouldn't have said anything, and then Colorado would have been even less prepared.
I wonder what the spread was before the season started for this game. And what was it? Because usually they have up to 2 weeks. It's probably somewhere.
I didn't have Colorado winning a lot of games.
Oh, the spreads with Colorado.
This was still one of them.
Dude, that's probably the most drastic changing of a season spread.
Oh, for sure.
That I can remember.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, right when Jay Norvell said that yesterday, it popped up to 24.5. All this Robert De Niro and all that.
Moved to full point.
Yeah, moved to full
point. Little kids locked in the basement were like,
yeah, there's two twins.
He compete at 2.5 points. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, look, I just think it's bad business. You accomplish nothing. You take away the only slight advantage that you had is maybe they were overlooking you a little bit. Now they're all sitting in their really nice rooms, looking at each other, thinking you just disrespected one of their parents.
I just don't think you can ever sit in a locker room. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's so happy about that. I don't think as the other team you can ever sit in the locker room and be like, man, let's just hope that we're a trap game and we sneak up on them. I'd rather just go
but again,
I'd rather have a lot of confidence, be like, man, we might get beat.
And that's great. The players do, but we're talking about the coach that said this. Like, it's to me, it's different what the players are saying in the locker room to each other. Everybody's confident. Nobody's ever in the locker room like, man, hey, we're gonna sneak up on them. Nobody's there, but it's the coaches that are trying to put the players in the best position to win the game. I don't think by Jay Norvell saying this that he put his players in the best position to win the game. Would it really matter that much anyway? No, and like I said, I got him 23.5. I'm ecstatic about this. I hope Colorado's out there headbutting lockers, like and Deion Sanders acting like he's being persecuted. But say what you want about Prime, he really didn't talk trash about anybody else. He just says his team's going to win. He thinks they're going to win and shock the world. You personally, it's one thing to say, I think my team's going to win, I believe in my team. It's another thing to say their head coach is disrespectful to adults. Like, that just, it's personal. It really is.
It is.
Hey there, if you like this content, do us a favor. Subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and hit that like button. It helps us, and guess what? It's totally free. And in this economy, that's a huge dub.